they've seen us fight. They've been around where we've been fighting, and I'll tell Kevin I don't want to talk, and he keeps pushing me, and then I blow up.
Don't talk to me like I'm two. I'm a f***ing adult.
And Sabrina will sit there and cry and say, but I don't want you to get divorced. Please stop fighting.
Kevin and Cheryl have been on the brink of divorce because of their fights. They admit to fighting in front of their 3 kids at least once a week.
You bitched at me for being up because every time the kids would start to bicker, I'd get on their case.
We fight every time we talk.
Every day it's like walking on eggshells.
We need to
But see,
we need to
why
talk that out.
are you doing this?
Cheryl is very strong-willed.
Kevin is controlling.
Do you not get? No.
I need to feel the way he does, otherwise I'm just plain flat wrong.
I give in because I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and it's not worth the effort. This last week, we had one of the worst fights we ever had. Cheryl got home at 4 in the morning after being out with some of her friends.
He started chewing me out.
I told her, if we're not talking about this right now, then I don't want you to sleep in this bed.
He grabbed every single pillow, yanked him, and threw him on the floor.
Cheryl and I were face to face, just screaming at each other.
He literally came crashing back into me, butted his shoulders into mine, and was screaming in my face, "You me off."
I told her I was sick of her always being such a controlling, that she doesn't do a damn thing around the house, and it's about time that she got off her ass and did something.
That night, it definitely felt like all we needed was the papers in front of us, and we would have signed for a divorce. Kevin and I argue a lot about me going out with my friends.
I think that's a crock of
He's not a bar scene person. Never has been.
I can't stay out that late. I'm normally the one that's up with the kids the following morning.
He was always my best friend, and I miss having that. And if it takes separation and divorce to get that back, maybe it's a sacrifice that we have to make.
What is the issue that's going on between you guys? And I know there's more than one, but you got a major issue here. What is it? It's obvious to me. I'm just curious if you guys have any idea what it is.
It would be nice if it was that obvious.
Oh, it is?
I think in some cases it's a control factor. That Cheryl's very strong-willed. I'm looking for just a little bit of flexibility in her, and I'm sure she's looking for some of that.
Do you realize you're not answering my question? You're justifying your behavior. I broke down the 4-hour fight, too. 7 times you got physical with your wife. You threw her pillows on the floor, yanked it out from under her head, had a tug-of-war over the blankets, threw her to the floor, kicked her feet out, pushed her off the bed, got in her face, pinned her in a corner, and butted your shoulders up against her. Now, are you going to tell me that that's just I tend to be a little too controlling?
With those statements, it makes it sound like I'm very controlling and very physical, and I'm not that physical in our relationship.
Is she lying to us about these things? Did I read those correctly? I don't want to deal with fiction here. I want to deal with fact.
It wasn't as extreme as what those items are.
Okay, so you lied to us. Those things didn't happen.
No, they happened, but I think when you put him that bluntly, I think he's afraid that he might look abusive. And it's one of those things where it happened in a fight out of rage. Because he's not an abusive person, but that was an abusive fight. It was abusive. Just okay?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
listen, look, I want you guys to get along. I really do. But this is not okay. I mean, I got your card over here, too. I mean, yelling and screaming and name-calling and door slamming. I mean, it's just not okay.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.